some mornings, I look at my children's, 7 and 11, and I notice something I never really understood before. They don't carry the weight that I carry. You know, the burdens, the stress, the struggles. I envy them because there's something along the way that I've lost. And when I look at them, they're just present. They're just there. They're just enjoying every moment of their life. One night, I had a choice. It has been a long week. Friends were gathering. I could have needed the break, but instead, I stayed home. I sat on the couch with them, and we just played video games. Nothing fantastic, but I was just there with them, and they were just so happy. And when I look at them, it brought me to reflect a bit more about fatherhood, which brought me to think about mentorship and leadership, which is also a form of mentorship. Because, you know, I always thought that I was the one teaching them how to live, but in that precise moment, they were the one reminding me how. And you know, we always think of leadership, mentorship, as a one-way stream, from the senior to the junior, like a ladder. As you grow up, as you work, as you gain experience, and you live your life, you learn, and then you come to a point that you try to pass that knowledge to the next generation. But as I've been reflecting to my own career, my own path, this is not how I've been experiencing mentorship nor leadership. Through my experience, I do a lot of mentorship. I've been mentoring MBA students, for an instance. And I remember one night when I was having a conference call with one of my mentees, I gave her what I felt was a very strong advice because she was seeking an opportunity. I told her, reach out to those people, knock down doors, don't hesitate, connect with them. And she looked at me and she was a bit uncomfortable. And she kindly told me, well, I'm afraid of spamming them. And that really surprised me as a response because what I felt was very straightforward for me. At the reconstruction, the same sentences, she was perceiving it in a totally different way. And the valuable lesson that I learned from that exchange is that you never communicate to people, you always communicate through their perception. Valuable lesson. Another instance, same type of mentorship, but this time it was with a junior engineer. Because I'm a professional engineer in Quebec. Part of my duty is also to help the young professional grow up in their career and become engineers as well at their time. So for that junior engineer, I've had meetings set with her every 2 weeks. And no, we never really talk a lot about technical things. We discuss more about ethic, integrity, really what made the profession very proud when you're an engineer. And one day she came to a meeting and she shared with me, well, I had a dilemma and she didn't really understand or really didn't know what to do with it because she had a task to execute and there was a shortcut available for her. And she hesitated for a long time, should I take it or not? Knowing that it was not necessarily the best thing to do. And I told her, don't. You know, shortcuts are never worth it. And it got me to reflect a little bit about my own experience because just a few weeks earlier, I had a similar dilemma as her. I was also confronted in front of a choice, different context, different type of dilemma, but still, I was very tempted at that time as well to actually take that shortcut, which I didn't. And that exchange with her reminded me also that it's very easy to give an advice, to tell someone to do something, or share that thought with them. But it's something else to apply it on yourself. And at that time, it's important to hold yourself to what you're saying as well. And that was a very valuable lesson that I learned as well. The third instance is in my organization. I'm a manager. I manage teams. I'm the mentor. I'm the executive. I'm the one with the experience, the context. And we had a task to do. So I gave instructions to my team. I told them, well, let's do that task that way. Very straightforward. I mean, I was very confident of what I told them. One of my junior in my team came to see me a bit after that. He was also a bit uneasy, not really sure how to bring the topic to me, but in a very diplomatic way, he told me, well, he didn't feel that my decision was the best one for the organization. My first thought was to push back. I mean, I'm the one with experience. I'm the manager. But then as we discuss, I kind of had to realize that no, he was right. And that's another very valuable lesson, because even though you believe that you are the leader, you are the mentor, you are the person with experience, there's always someone else with a different perspective who can show you a different, better way. And you have to be open for that. So when I start to connect all the dots, from fatherhood to my mentees, to my young engineers, to my colleague in my organization, this is where I start to understand the pattern. As a mentor, you teach, but at the same time, when you stay open to it, you also learn. So you can be both a mentor and a mentee at the same time. And this is how you grow. Because it shouldn't be one way, it actually should be two ways, back and forth all the time. Because leadership is not a ladder, it's actually a ripple. As you teach others, they will learn, you will learn, and the others will also teach others, and it just keep on growing. And the importance is always to stay open for other people feedbacks. And that brought me to reflect back on my children's. I see them grow, they are just there, they are present, they are so beautiful to see every day. And then I realized, well, even though I'm the father, I can still learn a lot from them if I just stay there and observe and stay open. Because no leadership has ever been really about passing the torch. It's sometimes just realizing yourself that you are still being lit. Thank you.